Welcome, 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 welcome. I am Mars Champion, and this is Bars and Noble Graphics. Bars and Noble, bars and Noble, bars and graphics, bars, Noble, bars and Noble, bars and Noble. So, I am excited because I'm thinking about the music because I have done this episode twice, but Zoom and whatnot. I just needed to click a couple more times. So as we begin, bars and Noble, enjoying your music, like taking your music, breaking it down, taking others' music, breaking it down, and not just the stars that we look at, the Biggies, the Pacs, the Jay-Z's, the Waynes, the Nas's, the AZ's, the Big Daddy Kanes, you know what I'm saying? Like the LLs, like the list goes on and on of artists and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like the same way you can break down a Queen Latifah joint. It's the same way you can break down your homie's joint. Because are you gonna meet Queen Latifah? Maybe, maybe not. But the more you look at your homie who been rapping since, been rapping since, you know what I'm saying? If you look at them, the way you exalt a Queen Latifah or a Mos Def or a Talib Kweli, you know what I'm saying? You uphold, you know what I'm saying? You put Twista up here. Well, your homie been rapping fast since you knew him when y'all was 12. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for today, I would love to give gratitude to one of the homies. I remember the first time I had listened to one of his tracks. I feel like our first interaction was Rock the Mic. Shout out P. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Sherika. You know what I'm saying? Shout out the whole Dream Team crew at that time. The ability to bring energy together, bring smiles, and create a space where many can express themselves. Man, it's love. Love. So I remember meeting Walter Terrell at Rock the Mic as the Boondock Saints. I just remember there was this gentleman had these beads on and had these glasses and you know what I'm saying? He had this, like, it's just the first time you see people in person, you know what I'm saying? And I remember he rapped. And he rapped a song. Maybe it was that time, maybe it was another time, but he had rapped a track that I remember was absolutely incredible. And I remember while he was rapping, I was saying, I have some work to do. I remember saying to myself, whatever he has, I'm going to connect with him. Now, I didn't say connect at that time in my mind. I was just like, of course I'll take your CD. Hey, man, where you from? That type. But like, subconsciously it's on some like, hey, that one right there, they have an energy about themselves. I'm intrigued. I'm interested. I want to know more. So I'd already decided I'm listening. I'm listening to this. And I remember he started rapping. And then he kept rapping. And then he kept rapping. And then he kept going. And then he kept flowing and flowing and sweating. But the thing was, not only was he sweating, I was not amazed by the sweat. I was amazed at the fact that he had a towel, because anybody who's ever played football, you already know what that towel means. I got a towel on. And if you just been out and about, you traveling around, you don't gotta keep a towel on me. Might get hot out here. Wipe my brow off. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be up here all hot and sweaty and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I know what's going on. So that meant not only he came here with purpose, he came here to rap. He came here to rap. And he knew he was going to sweat. So he had a towel on him. I'm like, gosh, have I ever performed in such a way that that sweat would cross my brow because I'm going so? Oh, good. So we're definitely going to listen to one of them tracks today. But for the first one, we're going, first thing we want to do. So I want to say, I don't think this was the first album that I heard. But I want to say the Dreams of Absent Minded. I think that was the one that I heard the first time. Let's turn this Bone Thugs off just a little bit. All right, so oh yes, Dat Piff. You like, look, man, Dat Piff is like, I feel like a lot of folk got started on Dat Piff. I'm pretty sure there are those out there who do not have such a pleasant story with the online freeness and the giving outness. But yeah, I enjoy it. So, oh, look at that picture. Whew. I too imagined and visualized. Oh, the big Walt EP. Matter of fact, I remember the days when we were all like doing music. You remember them days when, you know what I'm saying, you email something or you send a file here, send a file there. Hey man, I did this track, check this out. Woo, woo, woo. I remember he sent this track. He sent this track right here. I remember playing it in the car. And when he did what he did, see, I didn't know, I didn't grow up with Walt, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't as if I was able to know, you know what I'm saying, his style, all of his styles, the depth of his style, the depth of his rap artistry. So this track right now, Wood Wheels. We're just gonna play it. I ain't even gonna talk over it. I might make a face, but bars, everything, bars and note.
When I'm gripping the wheel, easy to chill when I kill it at will. Something obnoxious to put in your face. Feel like I'm left with a moment of grace. Keeping my pace, stay in my lane. Hit you with bliss like an oncoming train. Stomach and knots, feed me your brain. Stimulate mental, the key to my game. The shit that I'm keeping at hip, bitches the pin of the wand. Something that's similar to slum, graceful as swans, tasteful and make a good song. The devilly one. God, I've been lost in these bonds. Give me a year, a freshman. I'm guessing I'm best in my peers. Out of my class, cup runneth over, spit out my glass. Bitch is the truth, say that I won't. Say what I want, yours come out of your ass. Talk too much shit, you won't surpass. This moment I'm holding, I'm choking and hope it don't pass. God, was I crass? Give me the drive, give me more lives, give me supplies. See through their lies, make me more wise. Give me direction, I hope I don't crash. It's mine in time.
This one I knew.
It's mine in time. I know that's the way it goes.
This is when I knew.
It's mine in time.
is when I knew he was dope.
It's mine in time. I know that's the way it goes.
And this was when I really knew.
It's mine in time. I know. It's mine in time. This mic and a little bit of daft, and I draft a little bit of craft, and I'm cool with a little bit I have and a little bit I got. I can get to you and pass. I do declare. Give them the vapors before we put heat on the wax. Keep it tight on the papers. Lace up the track with the dust of an angel. The stars have aligned as I drive at an angle. Won't let go of it all till it's mangled. Strangle and dangle it all by the ankle. Let go, hell no. Work until I'm spangled. Anxious, lead me through the worst and keep me tranquil. Engine number 9, puff the cloud that I'm flying on. You can see me glide. That's the sound that I'm riding on. Microphone check. It ain't good for me to rhyme it on. Still on the left, tight to death. Need no flex. Nah, these are the words that were given to me. It's all been absorbed. Can you get into me? It's all for the war when it get into me. With this intimacy, won't you give in to me? It's mine in time. It's mine in time. I know that's the way it goes. It's mine in time.
Hey, oh,
It's mine in time. I know that's the way it goes.
see, I remember, I recall sitting there and just being like just amazed, because I remember running the track back, just being like, that wasn't him singing and rapping. And then I remember hitting him up, just being like, is that you singing? I was like, yeah, that's me singing. I was like, and the high note? It's like, and the high note. I was just like, all right, where's my notepad? Because I need to start doing something, because what I just heard just has put me in a mode where I need to create. I need to create, because this right here, I was like, what? I was like, that high note, it's mine inside. I know. Oh, I said, said what? That shit got me up out my seat. I said, okay, this is dope. That was dope. Like, and I remember just playing it. And it was more than just, hey, this is a cool song, or, you know what I'm saying, or a cool vibe or something like that. Like, it's mine in time is something I kept running over and over and over. I listened to it before I went to work. I listened to it after I got off work. I'd say that hook in my mind when shit was getting shit, as people say, shit was getting smoky. I'd be like, it's mine in time. And it just keeps saying that over and over, man. And that, hey man, I'm telling you, like, a track like that is something that would get me through. Definitely something that, you know, when you're a kid, you put some Nas shit up on your wall, or you put lyrics over here, or you got hooks that you like to sing and hype music and stuff like that. That's why I say, like, you treat your own folk like you treat, you know what I'm saying, the folk on TV and, you know, social media and whatnot. Like, Michael Jordan stay right down the street from you. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, that producer that you tweet all the time or trying to get attention and Like, you know what I'm saying? You always retweet them and they don't pay no fucking attention ever and never would. Well, maybe. You know, you set your intentions. Well, that's another thing. You set your intentions, you know what I'm saying? Energetically speaking, you'll get exactly what you're asking for. That's what I'm saying. It's like if you're looking for that singer, you're like, man, I wish I had someone who could sing like woo woo woo. Well, ask for woo woo woo. Like, ask for it. So, hey man, I listen to Walt like I listen to Crip. Like I run back his verses, like Walt's verses, the same way I run back Chris verses. I mean, why not? Why not? Like, mm, like to me, I, I I know nothing but artistic legends out here, artistic legends. I've met many of them, and it's beautiful, man. It's so beautiful, and this nigga is so ill. Like, Walt, P, Alvin, Sean, you know what I'm saying? Who else? Made Man, Mike G, Nick G, Mike G. Wait, Nick G. Is it Mikey Roberts? Yeah, Cali. Like, Cali has a, a, a Kelly has a style energy that is just mm, mm. Like, mm, yeah, so many, so many, so many. Like, like the music that you put out into the ether, the lyrics that you put in there, the way you put your words together, the way you arrange your tracks, all the energy that you put into every project. Did you love it? You know, are you able to love it? Are you able to love that time? Are you able to love that energy about yourself? Are you able to love that time in your life? Are you able to go and tap into that time and gain more understanding of why you were doing what you were doing at that time? Why were you expressing yourself in that manner? And like for me, when I go back and I listen to these things, man, I just be like, yo, so talented, man. So gifted, just built in gifted. And also working hard at the craft, being able to put stories together, like and being able to tell stories with each other as well. Because anytime you're getting on a track together, that's woof. You talk about really taking energy to a whole nother dimension. It's like it's like you're already stepping into another dimension in which it's just it's just that moment in time when there are people creating together. You know, there's someone on the computer over here putting the track together. There's two over here writing. There's someone else over here writing for something else, and someone like there's so many different worlds in one universe. And knowing that's the same thing that we're doing now. these are the feelings we were always doing. Like, go back to middle school, go back to elementary. Look at them parties you were throwing. Look at those sleepovers you were having. You know, those get-togethers, those after churches, and playing here and playing there. Like, we've been trying to have fun forever. We've been trying to cut up forever. We've been, you know what I'm saying, we've been trying to break out of the, if you're around any kids in the 9 to 12 phase, you know what I'm saying, before the world get real. You see how youngins take on what adults say. You know what I'm saying? You you see what it was like when there was no fear. I remember when it was no fear. You remember playing sports with no fear. You remember getting up and saying things in front of people with no fear. And then you remember being worried about things, worried about what she'll think about your shirt that you're wearing. What? Like, there's so, oh my goodness, you know, a lot of that's the funny thing, you know, built-in programs. And one of the things about music is part of that built-in program that you already had. Like, it's in there. You just look for it. You find what you need, and you'll connect to so many different minds, so many individuals who, like I said, the storytelling, man, like being able to put you in, let's see, a 16 go for what, 50 seconds, 52, 53 seconds, somewhere around there. Like, in less than a minute, someone is going to take you on a journey in 50 seconds. 50 seconds. 50 seconds. That's all it takes. Like, the ability for someone like Walt, someone like Preston, someone like Judah, you know what I'm saying, to be able to in 3 to 4 minutes, man, just take you to another planet. Like, they can take you and put you in a portal. You close your eyes and you're there. Like, so is there more? You know what? There is more. Because not only Walt have it, the Fisher King, it's the storyteller. I just caught on to the Fisher King a couple months back. So I remember when that realization took place, and I remember hitting them up, just being like, yeah, I remember that track. That was the first thing that came up. And I was just like, yeah. But the homie got this track, right? Okay. He got this track, man. Is it the first? It may be the first one I ever heard. But yeah, I think this one is the first one. And Gosler, is it Gosler Wings? What's the name of that? Yes, Gosler. Yeah, this is it. This is the one. So the motivation, the manual. So there's this track that you got. Now I remember him performing it. And we're going to listen to it because literally this is what it's for. I just remember him performing this track, and the looks that we all had watching him perform. I was in a state of, I just remember looking at the homies just being like, Like, I knew he could rap. Like, you hear somebody on the track, you be like, yeah, this nigga can rap. But you know what I'm saying? And ain't, but it's like, breath control and whatnot. And you're like, breath control. Nigga can punch in anytime you want. You know what I'm saying? You can link it together so quick. You can say your words out and you can go over verses. We know how that go. But performing with the breath control. He performed this song. We're going to listen to. Oh, shout out to Beatmatics, man. One of the dopest projects I've been a part of on this lifetime. Oh man. Destination. Back of Juice. Oh yeah. He gonna cut up on this one. He performed this in front of people. Didn't miss a beat. He didn't miss. Like whatever it is, it's 6 Sigma. You might not say it's 100. It was 98.99 with the 99 and the 99.
Fucked up that part in a minute, and I ain't finna start today. That right. Big Walt in the house.
He said this, I said, uh-oh. I was like, uh-oh.
You remember that loud?
Little did we know. 4 minutes later.
Check it. Let's flex, flesh of my flesh, chest full of cess. I release what I felt was my worst and my best, and the rest of you just can't keep up with that. Stuck with that look on your face, like I just can't keep trusting them. I got more faith in my bars. Gosh, y'all, when I spit with the best of them, country boy rapping a fashion. My bottomless stuck out, I spit, I just snort. Rip out and flip out and turn it to mud. Tracks, churn it and burn it and turn it to dust. Match, fix it, it ain't like it was. Hatched, intricate, give me a good hacks. Penmanship, finish this sword. Lips been equipped with this menacing mug. Crack open jugs, Molotov cocktail, hands on a pad. When your faith is all gone and you can't get that back, and you think it's all done and they can't get that back. Nigga, give them venom, ship them, split them, hit them, get them, pin them, skin them. That ain't really yellow, they pretend to grin and spin them, break a few necks. Just for this moment, a gift and a curse. High off his words, it's a spliff in a verse. Don't too much diff for my pen and a hearse. I often work to get this reimbursed to my lady, and I check cause I need something first. Can't leave the house without this in your purse. It's my uncle and been gonna have to find new protection and assistant. Been on that my mind been projected. If a bitch nigga come, gonna have to find me a weapon. If he threaten my core, must go power getting reckless. I'm sick. This what I do. Blood in the sweat of it. This my chew. Snakes in the grass with a cunning little ass. I cut off the head of it. Bit my do. Bitch, flow, switch, don't flinch. Give up, I get a little more intense. The goals of a pro, I propose this is. I propose my glow, I suppose this is. He told me to go and bring forth this gift and go for the culture and lighten his kids. I slowly approach to make my descent. I know this will come to a lifeless sin, but I can't let you keep taking lives like this. Got my folks to the point where they lives ain't shit. Shall I repeat from the thoughts that I heed? Growth of the birth of the false that I see. Hold up, I don't know what they saying. Lord knows everybody gotta eat, but they praying. Everybody got a weakness and they know it. I ain't playing. They'll destroy it, I'll destroy it, so you better start praying. The time has come for your slaughter. Told you, now it ain't finna be kosher. A Georgia soldier, Georgia ball. Your kind can't fuck with these warriors. Real shit, nigga, K and I G. G ain't my bloodline until I'm deceased, or bring it at least. That don't make sense. Bitch, that your wrist don't correct what I speak, I'm correct, and I wreck, I'm so wretched at this. Rest round and wrench out the demons, our souls. Some want your flesh, I'm redeeming our souls. Some like it fresh, but it's curing its soul. Sainting like that, you don't see what's afflicting you in her. Every little verse got a remedy, and like some bitch, you should surely remember me. And oh my God, you can tell that he came to me in her. Epiphany in her. Some of you think that it's symphony in her. The nigga that's tripping your trigger, the synonym spitter that leave a taste in your more bitter than cinnamon. Shit get ridiculous. Can't be coincidence, check the significance. Hunger, success, and it's limitless. I should finish this, but I ain't you'll experience bliss. But you're bought with vindictiveness. This just seem like a finger twist or a claim of a street in a space full of ignorance. It's your weakness that strengthens this. You ain't eating, your brain has been starving for nutrients. Thought food, I don't know what you thought, fool. Bitch, I skip lines, that's more clever and thoughtful. A lost fuel, southern spitter that hit a nigga mental. Some of your mental, you tremble, I know you're feeling it. It ain't hard to assemble, I get my bar to resemble a loaded gun to your temple. See how intense it is? I lay in mind of your pillow, which what it really is. this. Fucking 15s and the regal is how I really feel. Bustin' this scene when I feel like I body covered in linen. These stains of blood when I finish, I probably kill again. The would be where the hook go. Should, coulda, woulda, but a nigga said no. I heard him say they can't wake that bitch. Let's see resuscitate and I shake that bitch. Slap up her face like I hate that bitch. Like I wanna see her die, so I make that bitch. Bass in your face, make it take that. Skip first place in your race, I can take that bitch. Running mouse niggas mad cause I won't face that shit. Drop the turkey in the oven, watch me bass that bitch. Competition, salty tits and I can taste that bitch. Say my raps complicated, these are basic bitch. Bass hit, lip curl and my teeth on grit. You ain't woke for this breakfast, I won't feed y'all shit. Early morning salmon patty, put the cheese on grit. They can see when I'm attacking, put your beams on bitch. Out of hand, make your plan go north. They ain't playing for this man, they can't handle enough. This man, if they can, dismantle what's on. Holla, no chance putting hands on the sun. Big deal, ain't no need to stop a purpose when it's called this seal. Dance with the devil to the song, click heels. Ran out of fucks, middle fingers up and a nice little squeeze of my nuts. Ours.
He performed this song. He performed this song. He performed this song. He performed it. I watched him with my 2 eyes. I watched him. I watched him do it. I watched him do it. I even looked at my friends in the face. We all looked at each other and we were just like, I was just like, I was just like, yo, that's dope. Like, how's that not dope? Like, if Twister did it, I'd say it was dope. If Busta did it, I'd say it was dope. If Lil Wayne did it, I'd say it was dope. If J. Cole did it, I'd say it was dope. If Nas did it, I would have said it was dope. Why can't the nigga down the street do the same thing and it be dope? And why can't you treat it the same way? Just be like, yo, the nigga's dope. Like, that shit was dope. Shit was dope. Shit was dope. Like, come on. One more. Just un más. One more. We gotta get one more. Because there was this track, man, that he sent me. Because it was like, hey, man, this is going to be the last one. This is it. The final project. Yeah. This, like, hey, man, everybody has their reasons for whatever they do, what they do. Everyone has their path. I just know whatever realm, lifetimes I know him in, like, he's a wizard. He is. Like, come on, man. You see the tracks, man. You heard it. You heard it. You seen the titles of the albums, man. Man, come on, man. We ain't from here. All right, so which one was it? He sent me this one. I remember throwing my phone. I even told my girl at that time, this is whenever this was, I remember just being like, hey, come here, because you have to see it. And yo, I'm pretty sure, I swear I heard Be Young on, I heard his tag on the track on NBA 2K22. I feel like I heard Be Young, because Be Young don't never miss. This one right here, well, my bad. Might be a lady, might be some white boy who's 14. I don't know what it is. Be Young don't never miss. I ain't never heard none of this. Yes. The life for the sun, for the past, hey, he cut up like, and I mean, shoot, the first one I ever heard of him was God's Jaw. That, but next for it, we might turn up on that. Okay, he sent this one. You know what I like? I like reading people's rap names, artistic names, shadow selves, whichever form, past lives, whatever, like avatars, however you want to classify it. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love looking at it, just being like, oh man, I wonder what went into picking that name, staying with that name, rolling with that, saying it over and over, saying to yourself, this is who I am. I am Imani, Menace Beats, RB New Swain, you know what I'm saying? Sigma. Like, he sent me a track. Wait. Oh yeah, this track was produced by Sigma. All I used to talk about at that time was Six Sigma. Six Sigma was one of the, I remember in business law, which was business law and sociology. Two of the dopest classes and stuff that I took. But let me play the track. I'm over here talking. Next for it. You hear it. We have a commercial? We might. Yeah, the intro gonna be long, so don't even worry about that. Gotta let that beat build, bitch. Let the beat build. I don't even remember last time I said let the beat build, bitch. I don't even remember last time I put bitch on the end of a sentence. When last time I put bitch on the end of a sentence? I can't even. It's been a while. Feel good though. Like, let the beat, bitch. Let the beat build. I remember listening to it in the car and just being like, just wondering when the verse was coming, but knowing it was coming. He about to kill it.
Hey, and I want nothing but the best for. Press forward, every movement on this chessboard. Check forward, watch them make they might slip next forward. Set forward, ain't your place, I might be next for it. You might gain a profit every second that I speak. What I must have moves mountains, I have yet to reach my peak. I can't leave my wife a widow as I kiss her on the cheek. And I can't tell about the demons that I fight with in my sleep. Let go another one. Sit back and relax while I stimulate my brain. Six pack in my lap, dip back in my sack every year, but ain't shit changed. Shit strange, but I maintain same what I bring to the table of the AP gang. Can't strain for that fame, and a little bit of shame, and I aim for the game, for to keep me sane. To rename what I claim, maintain what I'm saying. Who played it, you played it, you might get main. No pain, no gain, don't slain, no that ain't no skill, but I might get paid. But still I won't oblige, still my will that won't suffice. With the tip of my intentions, these just ties. Real life, it don't feel like they deal right. They deal still right. Fight, shit get real, keep your skills tight. Keep your skills real might, they can't steal what was built right. Live life, get your meal, they gon' steal bite. They gon' steal real life, it don't feel like they deal right. They deal still fight, shit get real, keep your skills tight. Keep real might, they can't steal what was built right. Live life, get your meal, they gon' steal bite. Lord, I want nothing but the best for us. Press forward, every motion on this chessboard. Check forward, my emotions ain't the best for it. Fuck yours, take my folks and get them less for it. They want me to profit off the famished and the weak, and I know they prepare for action while we waiting on the speech. I ain't seen your blood splattered on the corner by police. Since they say all lives matter, I suggest we play for keeps. Been awake and I can't fake it, take it back, can't take my peace. Been away since I've been taking, take me back, can't take the grief. Been away, my back can't take it back, was aching for relief. Take me away from all this hatred, take me back, here go. Peace. I been sick of all these flash ass niggas running around talking these just raps and shit. Been sick of all these fag ass niggas running around talking straps and traps and shit. The aftermath of half this shit is blasphemous, they laugh at us. Thinking I can get a bit of niggas to consider the condition of a nigga fully rational. Real life, it don't feel like they deal right. They deal still fight, shit get real, keep your skills tight. Keep your skills real might, they can't steal what was built right. Live life, get your meal, they gon' steal bite. Real life, it don't feel like they deal right. Still fight, shit get real, keep your skills tight. Real might, they can't steal what was built right. Live Get your meal, they gon' steal right.
As I crank up this Regal mode, twist the cap on that Bacardi Gold, and we gon' roll. Corner bending, I see niggas befriending my old hoes. Thinking they winning, I see snake niggas talking to my foes. But you see, my focus is on raising up these babies, though. Either getting it from my 9 to 5 or this crazy flow. At sleep, niggas, bring them the opium. Skills tight, look at how I Bruce Lee 'em. As I glance in the mirror, God say, take a look at what you've become. One hit of this instant dope, yo, you'd be numb. Continue down the path of ignorance, then well, you'd be dumb. I'm laying down any that'll oppose. I 80s dope man, Uzi, with the soul fire on the stoic flow, museum. My adversaries, my muse, you see, they funny to me. I'm talking pure comedy. I'm next for it. They out here faking. They don't bother me. It's gotta be
Real life, it don't feel like they deal right. They deal fight. Shit get real, keep your skills tight. Real might, they can't steal what was built right. Real life, get your meal, they gon' steal right. Real life, it don't feel like they deal right. Real fight, shit get real, keep your skills tight. Real might, they can't steal what was built right. Real life, get your meal, they gon' steal right.
I mean, what you gonna say? I did this. Yeah. Like putting songs together, concepts. That was the first one of the first things. Alvin, Preston, Taryn, they all gave that great that great guidance of being able to tell a story, being able to. Taryn was awesome at this. Taryn was very good at. No, not was, is. Taryn is very good at finding that beat, finding it. He's very able to put together a project and make you feel good, man. Like it has that type of cachet to it, that type of energy. Ooh, wee. So yeah, man. Oh, we got one more. One more. Of course, it is the song that I am on. Think I ain't gonna play nothing that I'm on? Must be crazy. I'm a Libra. There's Libra tendencies here. So yeah. Pre-programmed. We're going through them registries every day. Minstrel Cipher. iRock. I remember I still had the emails. I have these emails of when, you know what I'm saying, hey man, you know what I'm saying? I'm working on the track. Woo, woo, check it out. And you know, anytime I got an email from Walt, it's a done deal. I already know it's going to be absolutely incredibly dope. Like, so I remember him sending me this one, and the hook on it. When it falls, it go right by the wayside. The wayside. Like, everyone who I've connected with and doing any type of expressing ourselves through music, man. I am so grateful to be around those who have that ability to say, hey, like literally, it's like, hey, would you like to manifest some reality today? Like, would you like to express yourself in your highest form today, the way you like to express yourself? And it's like, yeah, I would. I like that feeling of it's a which clears up the artistic blocks that we may have. Like this right here is clearing up the artistic blocks because it goes back to a time in which you were doing what you were doing. You had your purpose of doing what you were doing at that time. So even when you go back and you say, man, I'm not doing it like that anymore, or man, I'm not doing that anymore, you can go back to that time of 2016, 2017, 2007, 2003, 1986, whatever. You can go back to those times and say, I have the drive to do exactly what I want to do when I focus and I stay on that path. Because in order for a song to get done, you have to take time to look for a beat, or you have to take time to even manifest a beat being given to you. You know what I'm saying? You have to set aside the time to write. You have to set aside the time to record. You have to set aside time to put in input. Input equals output. Basic sigil magic. Basic sigil magic. Wonderful book. Wonderful book. Let me play the song. He cutting up as usual. I rock cut up as usual. That's the first time I ever heard of him, and I was pleasantly like this. It's like when you see your friend get the girl. I've seen my friend get the girl, and it's wonderful. It is wonderful. It's like a wonderful feeling. You're like, it's like, you know what, man? I remember when I doubted you. I had questions. I had concerns. But you know what? You had it in you the whole time. You just needed to do it on your time. And that's beautiful. So let's push them. I'm getting very
Roach blunts and smoking scrape resin from a bowl. Jogging memories of father at the table saying goals. Did he pass out from working while he worried about his bills? I ain't understand it then, but now I hate the way it feels. I ain't wanna hit you with no sentimental shit that you ain't sentimental with, but shit can sentimentals quick. And if you die and can't recoup, I hope I sentimental fix. Life's a bitch, so they say, but I guess that's how it be. And I know life ain't what I wanna need it to be. I give this life every moment what it needed from me. And life gets hard, but you need it to be, cause every step I ever took is where I needed to be. Pins and needles in my brain, yeah. For my mental record, hope you're thinking will sustain you. For my mental record, watch it change. Things won't be the same, cause my mental strain. See my slang, keep your mental tame, cause what I mental wreck. When it falls, it goes right by the wayside.
hey,
The wayside. When it falls, it goes right by the wayside.
I told you. I fucking told you.
Hey, yeah, a young nigga with morals and no religion, born with the soul of soldiers from wars. My intuition formed by the same ones that ignored the ones before me, so I'm sworn to return the same ones to former glory. The more I reminisce, the bigger that the picture gets. Sitting twisted spliff and shit just hits me. It's a wicked trick to get us back in shackles, to have us trapped and asking for our freedom. But I'd rather grab a mask, no trick or treating. Just a Nina tucked in close, kicking down your fucking door. When my niggas coming next, they just collecting what you owe. An expression for the po, press the weapon to your throat. A metaphor for knowing that the days of reckoning approach. This is excellence, but no, I'm just a vessel, so I'm guaranteed to flow. Carry lessons and I share them with my foe. Staring at the message as I'm just ingesting all this smoke. Blessings come in different sessions, but the best is in these quotes, nigga.
When it falls, it goes right by the wayside. The wayside. When it falls, it
I'm gonna stop it right there because everyone who has ever done a song, a performance, a recital, a dance routine, anything, you know, when someone goes before you and they cut up, oh my goodness, Like at first it's like, oh man, it's like the 3-point shootout, just like 3-point shootout competition. It's like you're Steph Curry, you're like, oh snap, Klay Thompson, bro, he's on fire. And then it's like the round ending is like, holy shit, he was on fire. Damn, he put, see, he's 27, so I need to, I need to hit 5 per. my unbalanced Libra Aries, Virgo with a something and a something with a hey, with a who, with a hi, and a nay, 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 and all that. So myself back then, I was like, yo, you got to be kidding me. It's like when you're bowling with people and then you realize like the up that you going against can actually bowl, and you're like, bro, like we're matched up and we're going against each other. But if you keep throwing strikes, now I got to see if I can throw strikes. And that is something that I loved. That is something I love. I really enjoyed that part, because honestly, this was football for me. This was still competitive sports. Like this was still going to the YMCA or going to the rec with the homies. You know what I'm saying? I remember when me and P would play 1-on-1. We played to 11 for two brews. Like we'd be like, all right, whoever lose getting the blacks and the brews. What's up? Like, and it wasn't that I'm gonna get your shit or you gotta buy my shit. It's that I ain't trying to lose. Like anything a competition. Are you kidding me? Like the folk who I grew up with, man, middle school through high school, bro, I took nothing but, bro, all them teams from 7th, 8th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. I think I probably was a part of a team. I probably hit double-digit wins from 7th grade. Well, no, let me take that back, because I think 7th grade we won like 6 games. Shouts to Marty Cass and Dennis Camp. Incredible. But over time, that's something I it's like you look back at those times, you're like, huh. You ever consider all those times you won, you lost, or you won all the time, or you lost all the time, or all, my case, I was part of a lot of losing teams, and coupled on the top of that, I played, and I took on those, because the thoughts of being competitive is fun for a person like me with my personality, because I love to enjoy every moment. So winning is very fun for me. Losing is not as fun at all, because there's such a negative polarity that comes with that I did not understand back then. I had no clue that I was not aware that being in negativity, like just swirling negative, because I want to have fun. I want to laugh. I want to play. I want to cut up. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to talk. Hey, what's going on? But, 37-0 at halftime, and I don't get to play. Like, what's that? I don't want to be here. Like, look at the charts. Yeah. I like doing things for a little bit because I enjoy them. And when it's not enjoyable, I'm a peace out. real quick, real quick. So that competitive edge through rap, through music, was another way for me to sharpen skills, to stay competitive, to uh, interact, uh, to make friends, to challenge myself. Because when you hear verses like that, to me, I was just like, oh man, this is a great opportunity to what I'm gonna come up with, what I'm gonna say. Oh man, I'd be excited. I'd be sitting there and be like, sometimes I go back to other tracks. Ooh, one of the big things I used to do, I come back, I listen to tracks like these, I listen to the homies' music, and I would also listen to Lil Wayne, Lupe Fiasco. There are a couple J. Cole songs, go-to songs that I listen to that I know I can flow all the way through those. I know every word. So once I know every word, that flow, all that starts to come back and it just activates. It's like an activation. I sing that song. What is it? Nah, whatever. But yeah, that's how you power up. But I love it. I love it. I love it. Ah, those were times. Still are. I'm just doing the same thing. Whether you're in business, you know what I'm saying? You at work, you at the job, got your own, you got your own business, career, all that. We're all rapping. We're all doing something and posting and saying, hey, check this out. You see what I did? What you think? You want to join? You want to be a part? Like those sorts of things. Like it's all the same thing, man. Gotta love the good loops. All right. So let's go back. Man, what a time. What a time. I like, bro, he killed it. Did you hear that? Bro, said he had the souls of, man, said, man, come on, man. I'm rapping with an ancestor. I'm rapping with an ancestor, and he knows it. Oh my gosh, that's power.
Right by the wayside, when it falls, it goes right by the wayside,
I never had a circle, I was always kinda square. Keep it jumping like Joy PZ, knowing life ain't always fair. Keep it separated, never segregated. Always contemplated why they aggravated when they integrated. Goddamn, why you consume numbers by the section? 7 and 9 in between ain't the blessing. Handouts from the hand mouth, kinda opposite. Funny as it seems, life is like a box of chocolates. Metaphors are mine for the meantime. I done seen heaven on earth when you rush time. Hour is the minutes, break it down until it's pleasant. Build it back running and we gone in 60 seconds. Vroom, everybody grab a broom and a poncho. I'm sweeping the competition, it's a dampo. I switched up from Nika to Nika's the Dragon Mode. Illest for dinner, I serve you the dinosaur.
when it falls, it goes right by the wayside, when it falls, it goes right by the wayside, when it falls, it goes right by the wayside, when it falls, it goes right by the wayside, down. Yeah.
Why have I never heard that part? He cut up. Walt cutting up. But yeah. I specifically remember hearing our first verse, like the beginning of that. And I remember putting at the end of mine the sweeping the competition. It's a dampo. Yeah, because listen, man. I was listening to a lot of let's see, 2018. Still, I would listen to a lot of Zoe Williams, Zoe What Morning Show. So the Dragon Moore, Phoenix Moores, Hidden Colors, like that was my particular bag at the time. So I'm sweeping the competition. It's the downfall. I switched up from Nika to Negas to Dragon Ball. Illness for dinner. I serve you the dynasty. What was I saying? I don't know. But creativity. Like something like we have that ability to bring that creativity out of ourselves. And isn't that what you want to do? Like, isn't that what these podcasts about? I mean, for me, creating room, especially just watching others do what they do, express how they do what they do. So we got one coming up at 8. So let's go ahead. Close this one down. But yeah, man. Walt definitely the boy. Walt definitely came through with the come through. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And being excited about people's being excited about someone else's passion is something that I feel we were all doing when we were younger. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, when you were excited that such and such scored a touchdown. Like, I remember the feeling of when such and such scored, when your cousin scored a touchdown, when your homeboy scored a touchdown, finally. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I remember not being so excited when people scored touchdowns that I knew, because I was like, that's my touchdown. And getting out of the that's my touchdown phase was big for me. Like, that's my touchdown. Well, go score your own fucking touchdown then. Like, if you're going to be in the game, then do what you got to do to score a touchdown. If not, then as Chief McBride says in Waiting, go create your own penis showing game. Reference. But yeah. Music does that. Hey man, listening to music, it's dope because the same way breakdown or listening to songs and enjoying it from the homies, it's the same way I can we could do that with the Carter 2 or Dedication 3 or the Drought series, or you know what I'm saying, No Ceilings. Like, it's the same. It gave me the same feeling of excitement, the same enjoyment of like that boy good. That boy good. Just tapping back into the time where you were actually you had no shame at being excited about yourself and others. So you gotta be excited about yourself. Shouts to James Ross. James Ross, and Chief Hits. Or Chief. Expressing. Like every time I see them come up, I smile. Brandon, well, actually, he just changed his branding. Brandon used to be Gene. He did the live cook. He would do the live cook-ups on Facebook. I remember seeing those. I feel like that was either right before the pandemic or during the pandemic. It might have been before. I feel like it was that fall before the pandemic. But I remember seeing those and I was just be like, wow. And those were times I would sit down and listen to someone do a live with like 20 people and just watch how someone else would do what they do. Because I'd just be like, what do I not have that they have? But that's where I would stop though, which is wow for me on certain things. On certain things, I would stop at that. I would stop at, man, I'm just gonna stop here. But what you learn growing up and being around others and listening to OGs and really listening to your friends and actually listening to the people who you are around, even if they're not friends, even if they're just associates or shoot, they may, you know what I'm saying, you may have some static. But just being able to say, you know what, I can learn from you. And you do. And it's all right. And it's enjoyable. It is so enjoyable. Because that same energy is what we can use today. You know what I'm saying? Those same people who were doing lives then are, you see, oh, that's why your marketing is this way. You can market yourself this way. Because once you can let go of that fear of I'm on camera for this amount of time or that amount of time or an hour, hour and a half, hour, 2 hours, however. Those thoughts of, can I go that far? Do I have enough to say? Will people be interested? That seems to go before the, can I even do this? This is something that I've even done before. How do I do this? You know what I'm saying? How can I, what is required? That's the thing I say now. Ask my higher self, what is required to be? What is required to, you know, meditate or reach this or manifest this or get there or ask for this or whichever? It's, you know, and these are the things you learn from folks. But you got to watch. Like, you have to watch. You have to be seeking that. It's not the easiest thing in the world, because it is, there is this, you know, this pullback, this shame, this guilt of I'm lacking something. And I'm just like, hey man, I ain't got it. So what's up? Like, I ain't got it. What's up? I want to know how you do what you do. Can you tell me? That's what I do. I admire what you do. Do you care to explain or go into depth on how you do what you do? Because I'd love to hear about that. And yeah, and I love to hear you express, because I love to express. And also knowing people are not the same as me, and that's cool. But also knowing there's an aspect of my character within them. There's an aspect of their character within me. So that's why we know each other. There's a link somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a straight line. There's a link. So Bars and Noble. Mars champion. Hmm. I should eat something. Some grapes. Get some breathing. Ooh. Found this one today. Such a beautiful, like, and this one was, we went out for lunch today, me and the missus. And as soon as I as soon as I open up my door and look out, this was sitting right here, waiting. Or it's sitting right there. Just right there. As soon as I open up the door. No, it's just like, because at the time, I was in my head at the time. So by the time we got there, I was like, huh. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be at that time. So oof. Mm. Yeah. 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 Have a good one. Have a good one.